Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to share some aesthetic DIY bookmark ideas with you, so let's get started. To start off, I folded a piece of brown cardstock in half, rounded the corners and drew a smaller U shape with a 0.7 cm border. I kept the bottom attached at the fold. Next, I cut out the interior of the U shape like so, leaving just the border. Then I took a clear plastic sheet and marked it so it would sit perfectly inside the frame. I cut two pieces to size and attached them along the border using B7000 glue. Make sure to apply the glue in a very thin line to avoid any overflow. After that, I applied another thin layer of glue along the border and pressed both sides together, leaving a transparent pocket in the center. I trimmed off the excess plastic around the edges to give it a cleaner and more polished look. Then I drew a pencil-shaped template that was about 15 centimeters long. I placed the template onto a thick cardstock paper and using a fine-tip Sharpie, I traced out 5 pencil shapes. I made sure to sketch out the cones of the pencil before painting them. To color them, I used pastel acrylic paint, starting with this beautiful lavender shade. Then I painted the rest of the pencil shapes in different pastel colors and applied 2 coats in total for a smooth opaque finish. After painting the pencil tips, I also painted the wooden cone sections using a light brown shade. Once the paint dried, I went back in with my fine-tipped Sharpie pen one more time to define the outlines of the pencils. Using a gold Sharpie, I drew little gold bands near the ends of the pencil for some extra detail. Finally, I cut out all the colored pencil shapes and placed them inside the pouch. That completed our DIY colored pencil holder bookmark. You can use it as one full bookmark or take out the individual pencils and use them separately as mini bookmarks too. To make this bookmark, I drew a vintage lamp shape onto a piece of thick cardstock paper. Then I cut out the lampshade section of the lamp. We are also going to need some clear plastic sheet. Next, I placed the lampshade shape onto the plastic sheet and traced the shape using a Sharpie, leaving out the small knob section at the top. I traced the lampshade one more time and using a ruler, I connected the top edges with straight lines. I cut out the shapes and used an alcohol wipe to remove the Sharpie outlines for a cleaner finish. Next, I applied a very thin line of B7000 glue along the 3 edges of one of the transparent lampshade pieces, leaving the top edge open. I placed the second piece on top and pressed them together, making sure all the edges lined up perfectly. Next, I took the cardstock lampshade cutout and trimmed the sides slightly so it would fit inside the transparent lampshade pocket we created. After making sure it fit properly, I painted the paper piece with a light yellow acrylic paint. To paint the base of the lamp, I used dark brown acrylic paint. Then I used the same color to paint the top knob. After that, I started adding some decorative details to the lamp base using a small detailing brush and gold acrylic paint. I first sketched the design lightly with a pencil to make it easier to paint over later. I wanted this lamp bookmark to have a vintage-inspired look, and those little gold details against the dark brown base really helped bring that style together. Then I outlined the whole lamp base shape with gold acrylic paint. To tie everything together, I took the tiniest amount of gold paint on my brush and lightly dry brushed it over the surface to give it a subtle metallic finish. I also drew a small gold flower on the knob. Then I went ahead and cut out the lamp base. After that, I glued the lamp base onto the transparent lampshade pocket. To create the look of light glowing inside the lampshade, I added a few highlights using a lighter shade of yellow paint. So this completes our interactive lamp bookmark. To use it, simply hold the knob on the yellow light insert and slide it into the transparent lampshade pocket to turn on the light and lift it back up to turn it off. To make this bookmark, I cut out glass tube shape template out of paper. Then I took a clear plastic sheet and traced the shape of the tube onto it using a Sharpie. After that, I cut out the shape using a pair of scissors. Next, I took this cork stopper template and traced it onto a cork sheet, but you can also use brown cardstock for this. Then I went ahead and cut out the stopper shape. I made sure the bottom edge of the stopper matched the width of the glass tube. I sketched a jellyfish design in the center of the paper template, then placed the clear tube shape on top and traced the design onto it using a fine-tip Sharpie. I turned it over and started using different shades of blue and white acrylic paint to create a soft marbled ocean effect. We don't want to blend the colors fully, so I swirled them lightly with my brush to mimic the movement of water and sea foam. The layered brush strokes gave it a dreamy underwater look that almost resembles flowing ocean waves. So I felt the colors were looking a little too light and flat, so I went back in with some strokes of darker navy blue. I added those in here and there in between the lighter shades to add more depth and dimension. I was gently dabbing and swirling the paint to make sure I didn't shift the layer under it too much. Once I was happy with the texture, I let the paint dry for a couple of hours. After it fully dried, I turned it over and started painting the jellyfish. I began by outlining it with white acrylic paint. Then I used a lavender shade to paint the top part of the jellyfish dome. I also used the same lavender paint along the bottom edges of the jellyfish dome. Then I painted the ribbon-like tentacles using the same shade. Next, I added a little highlight on top with white paint and painted some ridges onto the body of the jellyfish to give it more definition. I lightly blended the paint along the bottom edges to give the jellyfish a more translucent look. Then I added a touch of yellow paint underneath the dome and along the tentacles as well. I added some white highlights to the ribbon-like tentacles and painted a few stringy tentacles as well to complete the jellyfish. I also painted a few bubbles with white acrylic paint to complete the underwater scene. Finally, I attached a piece of double-sided tape to the bottom of the cork shape, trimmed off the excess and peeled away the top paper layer. Then I attached the cork stopper to the glass tube, and that completed our DIY jellyfish in a glass tube bookmark. I absolutely love how aesthetic it turned out. And that wraps up our today's DIY bookmark tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.